This is Alan Ball.
Hi, this is Audrey Fisher.
This is Jim Perry.
Hi, this is Kristen Bauer.
Hi, this is Alexander Skarsgård.
This is Nelson Ellis.
Hi, this is Johnny Neal.
This is Rayo Tucker.
Hi, this is Lindsay Pulsifer.
Hi, this is Ryan Quanton from True Blood.
Hello, this is Theo Alexander.
Hey, this is Lauren Bowles.
Hi, this is David Tishman.
This is Chase Everett.
Hello, this is Janina Gavankar.
This is James Frayne, and you're listening to True Blood Radio.
This is Liz.
This is Mel.
Welcome to True-Blood.net podcast, episode 138. We've got some news and lots of spoilers for you for the last week, just before the True Blood premiere, season 4. So we're going to get right into it.
First, we want to congratulate the winners of our Jace Everett giveaway that ended last week. Congratulations go out to Narita, who won the tickets to go to his concert and meet him backstage. Shonda and Liz B. each won a signed copy of his latest single. And Valicia, Ember, and Kay each get a t-shirt from Jace Everett. So congratulations to all of them. And with Season 4, the premiere coming up this Sunday night, just a few days, Trubies, we are kicking off the new season in style. We've partnered with FMCG Manufacturing to give 5 lucky Trubies a killer prize. The grand prize is amazeballs, you guys. The grand prize winner gets a case of the True Blood beverage in the new 19-ounce plastic bottle, 4 True Blood beverage pint glasses, 6 True Blood beverage shot glasses, True Blood napkins and drink menus, plus some True Blood posters. Whew. And then we'll have 4 runners-up, and they each get a choice of either the 6-pack of the True Blood beverage in the new plastic bottle, or a 4-pack of the True Blood beverage in the glass bottle. So stop by True-Blood.net and enter to win that giveaway. It goes through June 30th, so there's still some time.
That's amazing. That's a huge gift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we should be given, something for our efforts, don't you?
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. A nice pat on the back is good enough for me.
Yeah. Actually, they did send me the plastic bottle.
Cool.
The new plastic bottle to check out. It's pretty cool. I wasn't sure because, the glass bottle is so realistic. I mean, it's exactly like the ones they use on the show. So I wasn't sure if the plastic bottle would hold up, but it does.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it doesn't break when you drop it, so that's...
I'll tell you what, I'll send you my glass ones. You could send me the plastic ones because I'm not having much luck here. Well, True Blood Season 4 approaching quite quickly. We're all excited. The anticipation is revving up, and the interviews are also revving up. They're coming in thick and fast. So we're going to go back to our roundups to bring you all the latest scoop. We don't want to miss anything. We want to make sure you guys have the latest and greatest. So we have Alan Ball, who talked to Televisionary about Season 4, and he says for the first time, our vampires have had their weapons taken away from them. Yikes. There's a really funny moment later in the season where they have to resort to conventional weapons because their powers are very effectively taken from them. Okay, that's hilarious. I can only imagine. I can imagine the quips that are going to Pam. Oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy. The season may be a little touch more romantic than other seasons have been. It's a real love story, and I know Alan's all about the love stories. Deborah Ann Woll, she talked with the LA Times. She says even though Jessica's still 17, time has gone by, so there's a maturity coming about. But even out of that, Jessica's searching for something. She's searching for herself, and she's going to make some mistakes along the way. So that explains pretty well the scenes that we saw in some of these videos, clips that have come out. Carrie Preston teases ology. Arlene is face-to-face this season with something that hasn't yet been seen on the show, and it definitely gives everyone involved a fright. What, a 2-headed baby?
I cannot figure out what is going on with Arlene's storyline and that baby.
It's crazy.
Done such a good job of not telling us anything, but getting us hyped up about it. I cannot figure it out. I just can't figure it out.
Yeah, it's nuts. And I think everybody's shying away from speculating anymore.
Yeah. It's not going to be anything we've come up with.
Yeah. So if we did, we'd be on the writing staff at True Blood.
And we are not.
Kristen Bauer gives AOL TV the scoop. She says Pam seems to be a kind of dirty fighter, a nitty-gritty fighter. All this Matrix type of fighting would not be her thing. She's very. The two words that come to mind are feral monkey. Feral monkey.
Feral.
That would. Yeah. Okay. Feral monkey. My English ain't too good. But that would be Pam, she says. It was interesting to see her fighting style. I can't wait to see Pam's fighting style. So we've got more interviews with Michelle Forbes and Evan Rachel Wood. Those can all be found at True-Blood.net. Look under the interviews tab, oddly enough.
And of course, our exclusive interview with Janina Gavankar is coming up later in the podcast. But first, we want to announce it's official. True Blood will be at San Diego Comic-Con for the 4th year in a row. Always a must-see panel. HBO's smash hit will be taking the stage in Ballroom 20 on Friday, July 22nd. The time has not yet been announced, but we expect it'll probably be late in the day. True-Blood, how about we? We will be there, as usual, not talking, which is probably a good thing. And we'll be bringing you live reports and the full Comic-Con coverage, plus whatever swag we can get our hands on. So be sure to bookmark us and then follow us on Twitter at True-Blood.net now. The confirmed lineup for the panel is so far Alan Ball, Anna Paquin, Stephen Moyer, Sam Trammell, Ryan Quanten, Regina Wesley, Kevin Alejandro, Kristen Bauer Van Straten, Nelson Ellis, Joe Manganiello, Deborah N. Wool, and as you'll hear in our interview with Janina later on, she's planning to be there as well. And HBO is also going to be bringing Game of Thrones to Comic-Con for the first time on Thursday, July 21st. So if you're working on your little schedules now, pencil them in. HBO, Game of Thrones, Thursday, True Blood, Friday.
So with the exception of Janina, pretty much the same people that were at the Paley Fest.
Yeah, some people have been upset to see that Alexander's not on the list yet, Skarsgård, but that's just because they're still working out scheduling. Last year he couldn't make it. He wanted to badly. He was filming in Sweden, and he actually was going to take a red-eye flight to San Diego, be at the panel, do a couple of press things, turn around and fly right back to Sweden. And they actually had it all set up, and then the film producer said, "No, we can't. We need you on Monday." And the panel was on Friday, and they just couldn't make it work. But he was all set to do that, because he so wanted to be there with the fans. So if there is a way for him to do it, he will be there.
Yes. Bless his heart. I love his effort.
Yeah.
HBO has released another Facebook app, another fun one. This one allows Trubies to receive a weekly call from Eric, Sookie, Bill, and company. And you just simply follow the link that we've got at True-Blood.net. It's for the Facebook app. If you got a Facebook page, of course, it'll be easier. If not, go get one. We're there. Come on, join the fun. So it's fun, though. You'll be asked to submit your phone number, and when you do, you'll receive a validation code, and it's the TB Bloodline. That's what it's called. It will call your phone, and then you can enter that validation number at that time. So I carry my phone with me everywhere, so that I can be there when Eric calls me. Or Bill.
Or Sam.
Or Sookie.
Or Sookie.
Or Pam, my girl Pam.
Oh my gosh. I think if one of them would be Pam, that'd be awesome.
I hope so. I'm Team Pam all the way.
Yeah. The Hollywood Reporter is reporting that True Blood's Lauren Bowles and her husband Patrick Fischler will guest star in an episode of HBO's Curb Your Enthusiasm. They will be in Curb's 8th season, and the couple are slated to appear in the 2nd episode to annoy Larry David. Lauren's character is a busybody, and Patrick's is a hugger, so Larry's going to love that. Curb Your Enthusiasm returns July 10th at 10 p.m. on HBO.
Yee-hee. I've never watched it. Have you?
No, I've seen parts of it, but I've never watched an entire episode. I know that the premise is that Larry David is very deadpan, and he's a glass half empty kind of guy, and he's living in LA, and those just kind of don't go hand in hand. He was one of the creators of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
So it's that mentality.
Yeah. I should check it out then, because I like Seinfeld. I'm a Seinfeld fan.
Yeah. I've just never managed to catch it. I guess it's in syndication now on one of the cable channels, like TV Guide Network or Reels channel or something like that. So
that would be a good time.
Or if you have HBO Go, you can watch the episodes there.
Which I do now.
Yeah. Well, it's summer, perfect time to catch up on your reading, and we wanted to remind you that Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 14-day trial to give you a chance to check out their service. Audible has all 11 of the Sicky Stackhouse books, plus a bunch more, available in audio format, and through this offer, you can get one of them for free. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/trueblood. Again, that's audibletrial.com/trueblood for your free audiobook.
All right. Well, guess what we have for you? We have Janina Gavankar talking about death a lot.
Yeah.
In her interview. She was so much fun. We had the opportunity to speak with her last week, and she is a girl's girl. She is the kind of girl you want to hang out with, you want to shop with, you want to go to Comic-Con with. She is the one. She's a ton of fun. I cannot wait to see her on True Blood. So she didn't give anything away. Of course, they can't.
Well,
but
actually, she did give us a couple of little bits that we may bring up in the spoiler section just in case people don't catch it.
Yeah. So anyway, without further ado, Janina.
This is Mel and Liz for True-Blood.net radio, and we are here with Janina Gavankar. I think I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, sure. That's
Right?
fine.
How do you pronounce it?
I say Gavankar, but who cares?
Car. Okay. That makes sense. And you are playing Luna on True Blood this season.
I am.
We're excited to see Luna. Sam gets a love interest, finally.
Yeah, finally. Doesn't he deserve a nice lady?
Totally.
A nice girl.
Yes, he does. Our Sam, we've been rooting for him all season, or for the last 3 seasons. And, we're feeling pretty bad for him right now.
Yeah. It's not easy being Sam.
But being the nice guy.
I know.
You
Well,
know,
let me tell you, nice guys don't always finish last.
Well, that is reassuring. Because anybody who's a regular listener or a reader of our website knows that I'm a Sam girl.
Oh, really? You are?
Yes.
Well, you and I can share in that love. Because
Awesome.
I only have eyes for Sam a lot.
Awesome.
I have real little butterflies that happen when I see him on screen. Can I tell you, this is really weird. It's probably embarrassing for him, but whatever. So they screened the first episode for us. It was pretty great. They set up catering, and then the whole cast and crew got to watch it on one of the stages. And they screened it. I, of course, was very nervous. But the second that that I saw Sam for the first time in the first episode, I just kind of was like, "There's my man." I like him. Yeah, I adore him.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm glad. I hope that means that the characters have a storyline that's going to make us go, aw.
I hope so, too.
Yeah. It'll probably be...
Because I'm not telling you anything.
Well, I was going to say, it probably will make us gasp a few times as well, because that is True Blood.
Yes, exactly.
But I'm excited. This is one of the storylines I'm most looking forward to.
Oh, yay! Good.
So,
I hope we don't disappoint them.
You know, that show rarely disappoints me, so I think you're good. So tell us a little bit about where you're from and how you got into acting in the first place.
Sure. I'm from Joliet, Illinois.
Yay!
Wait, what do you mean, yay? What?
Yay!
Liz is from Chicago. Everybody's from Chicago except me.
Really?
Seriously.
From where, Liz?
Oh, gosh. I started out on the north side of Chicago.
And there's the accent. Oh, gosh. Well, I started out on the north side of Chicago, and then I moved.
I did. Then south and then north again. So that's where I ended up when I finally moved out.
Oh, okay.
But yes,
and where are you now?
Jewel. I'm actually in a suburb about 50 miles north of Chicago.
Which one?
Round Lake Beach.
I've never heard of that place.
Yeah. Round Lake or Grays Lake. It's in the chain. You've heard of the chain of lakes?
And then when there's moss on top, it's the Green Lake. What? Like a very changes with the seasons.
We're not too far from the Wisconsin border.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm from Joliet, and then I went to college in Chicago. And I grew up as a musician. I played piano and percussion, and I was like a music nerd. And I sang, and I really thought I was going to be a concert percussionist or something in that world until I was Maria in West Side Story in high school and had a sort of out-of-body moment during a rehearsal. I reached out for Tony, and my whole heart just broke in half. But it wasn't my own heart; it was Maria's heart, and that was it. That was what was that? What was that feeling? I must have it all the time, Yeah. And then it was well, shit, I haven't studied theater at all, and then I kind of immersed myself as quickly as possible, and unabashedly. And the way I attacked music, I did the same thing with theater and acting, and then ta-da! I'm still a nerdy theater geek, except I get to do that except on camera.
So I was looking on your IMDb profile, and you've done a lot of film, and then you've done a lot of television. So you kind of are moving back and forth between the two.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you
Wherever they'll have me.
Yeah? Do you like one more than the other, or?
No, it's really about the characters. I've never really, if it was on your cell phone and it was a cool character, I would do it.
Yeah.
That's how I am. As long as she's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember.
I was going to say he or she.
Yeah.
And then I was
you never know.
I was wait.
Hey, you never
doesn't
know.
that tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Cate Blanchett played Bob Dylan.
She's my favorite actress in the world, by the way. If I met her, I would basically throw myself at her heels and despair.
She's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I recognized you from your episode of Dollhouse.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a fan of Dollhouse.
Yay.
Short-lived.
Short-lived, but dope.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
And then, so last summer you were on a vampire show too. Are you going to make this sort of an annual thing, do you think?
Who knows?
Summer's coming. Let me book a vampire show.
Right? Well, get this part. Guess where we shot?
On Warner Brothers lot?
No.
Oh.
Try again.
On the same lot as True Blood?
No. How about this? Shreveport, Louisiana.
Are you kidding?
We shot The Gates in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
How weird is that? So when I decided all of my backstory, and then I went to Alan Ball and I was like, okay, I've made up this backstory, but I'm the kind of actor, I'll make it up and then I'll get married to it. So if you change anything, I'll get very upset. So I'm going to tell you all of it and you tell me if you're down. He was like, oh, okay, all right. He was actually super respectful of, me being really honest about what kind of actor I am. It was pretty great. It was a great kind of first one-on-one with him. And I was like, okay, last year I worked on a series, and I spent 4 to 5 months in Shreveport. And he was like, he clearly did not know that because his eyes were like, whoa, that must have been weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, so here's my backstory. Because, I even know the places, the roads you take to get to these places. I think that Luna came from here and moved here and da-da-da, and she went down this road, and then she went to this college, blah, blah, blah. I totally laid it all out. So I don't really think he had an option but to say, I agree.
That's amazing.
So you basically, you wowed Alan Ball's socks right off of him, didn't you?
Yeah, that's a pretty great way to sure, we'll go with that version of the story instead of complete dismay. Yeah, he just didn't have he didn't have a way out of that one.
Yeah. You've already cast her. It's too late.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing, though. I didn't realize that there was that kind of overlap. That you've actually shot where this is set.
Yeah, very funny.
That's pretty cool. Well, so talk to us about landing the role on True Blood.
For me, it was pretty straightforward. People recently have been asking me, my friends have been like, how did you get this? I don't know, I auditioned. They're like, yeah, but like, how many people did they see? I don't know, and now I feel insecure. Thank you. Like, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. But for me, I auditioned once, and then I came back and I read with Sam, which was pretty great. Mm-hmm. He was so sweet and like so professional. I came in and I was like, "Hi, I'm Janina. You want a Mac?"
Nice.
He was like, "What?" I'm like, "Do you want to Mac?" And he was like, oh, like recoiled in like professionalism. He's like, "Oh no, whatever's more comfortable for you." And I was like, "Oh, it's gonna happen." He had like no choice but to like roll with my punches. It was so sweet.
I am seriously. I'm really, really excited now that we're getting to talk to you and get to know you before the season begins, because I'm already in love with your character just from talking to you. I mean, I'm going to love this. All right. So, excuse me while I fangirl all over you.
No, look, I'm a fangirl of the show now, which is kind of like a cop-out because like I really didn't see the show until, I got the gig and I marathoned them all. But now I'm an official fangirl of the same show that I'm on, so whatever. Share it with me.
I will. Oh.
Did you read the books? Were you familiar with the books as well?
No, I wasn't, and then I was going to, but then I asked, do they want me to read them? And they said at this point we've kind of strayed so far, and you really don't know a lot. I basically went online and read all the forums to see how much people knew about my character, and when it was like really nothing, or at least nothing that would inform my work in the first few episodes, I kind of decided not to. Because, like I said before, I get an idea in my head and then I stick to it. And if people change it, I get like, but that's not true! That couldn't have happened because she was here at that point in her life. And they're like, yeah, so we're changing that. Deal with it. And then I get very upset, So,
well, Luna's character was pretty much an open slate because there wasn't much written about her anyway. So
oh, good. Yeah.
So you would be safe, but
yeah. I mean, I think all we knew was that she kind of introduced Suki to the fact that there were other shapeshifters or other supernatural beings besides what she already knew of.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Got it.
And that she was a bat. She could shift into a bat.
Oh, right. Yes. That I read in the forum somewhere too.
That's about it. But even that was more implied than actually straightforward, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently you can shift into whatever you want.
Well, I say nothing there.
Oh, ooh, right. Yeah. So, what have you found particularly challenging about playing the role of Luna?
Being freezing and naked, that's pretty challenging.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's pretty challenging, yeah, to be like, oh, I'm so natural, and it's Louisiana, it's in this balmy Louisiana weather. Oh, we're just lounging and we're naked, instead of freezing in California somewhere.
Yeah.
You gotta bleep that out. My mother's gonna be very upset that I just used the F word. She's
okay, well, I don't know if you realized, but you dropped the S-bomb earlier, too, so.
I did?
You did.
You have to take that out, too. She's going to be I'm so grounded. I'm not going to be able to let her listen to this. She's flying out for the premiere. She's going to be here on Tuesday. Yeah, she's basically going to smack me and then be like, okay, put your clothes on, let's go.
That's going to be so fun for her, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, she's we're really close. She knows everything. She's always been very supportive. She's like my biggest fan and my biggest critic at the same time. She tells it like it is. She's great. Yeah, she's awesome.
That's pretty cool when you can do that with your mom. Come on, Mom, let's go to a party. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, tell us about any other projects that you might have coming up.
Well, what do I have coming up? I shot a short film called Victory or Death.
Which
I don't think anybody else says it like that, but I do. It's actually that kind of intonation in my voice actually has nothing to do with the piece either. It's not like victory or death. It doesn't really matter that I say it that way. It doesn't explain the plot at all. Oh. But whatever, it's fun.
That sounds like an exciting movie, to be honest.
It was fun. I'm going off to shoot a movie called Satellite of Love, and that's in Austin, Texas. I'll be flying back and forth between that and the last few days on True Blood.
Oh, so that starts right away.
Yeah, like next week or a week and a half from now, something crazy like that. I don't even know.
Is it a
I'll be watching.
comedy?
What?
Is it a romantic comedy?
No. It's like a smart indie movie.
Okay.
Yeah, about relationships.
And no death.
No, there's no death or
any victory.
There's some internal victories.
Victories of the heart.
Yeah, victories of the heart.
I think we just found the tagline for the poster.
I did. I think we did there. I think it's like now the posters are done and.
Yeah. Boy, we're getting a lot done.
I know. Thank you so much, guys.
This has been great. I know you're tight today. You're packed, so we don't want to keep you too long. Do you?
I know. I feel that way too.
I know. I think we're going to have to talk to her again after the season's over.
All right, come on. Yeah. Well, okay, because you're gonna really quickly see Luna in the first one, but then you'll really get to know her, and you'll hear some of her backstory in the second one. And then you're gonna have to tell me what you think. Everybody, tell me what you think at me at Janina on Twitter. And Facebook me. I'm on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
We will. Don't think we won't, because we have opinions.
Yeah, come on. I mean, I can't change anything because we'll be done by then. But
yeah, I know. Well, generally our opinions are that rocked. And
good.
Now recovering from my heart attack.
Oh, God. So. Let me tell you. So yesterday was our last table read. And I generally get way too into the table reads, and which is embarrassing because for some reason I'm always sitting close to the end of the table where the writer and then AB and then Greg, producer, and the director are. So, like, they're the head of the table, and I've always been closer to them. But I get so into the table reads, I, like, laugh, I cry, I laugh too loud, I get really into the table reads.
We've heard that Alan Ball sometimes steps in and does voices.
He does. He did one yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
He's pretty great. I remember the first table read he did a voice, and I was like, wait, is that what he sounds like? Because I had never even talked to him yet. It was really confusing. But I've now decided, this is funny, but somewhere around like episode 5, I stopped reading the entire script. I would just like find my pages and Sam's pages, so I'd read all of his storyline and I would read all of mine, and then I would just show up to the table reads, and because that's as close to watching the show as I'll get now, because now I know all the secrets and it's nothing's going to be surprised.
Oh, gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
So I would just show up and not know what's going to happen to anybody, and then gasp and laugh and get emotionally twisted up about all of it. It's like, every time someone says "sucky," I giggle and I get way into the table reads. I do. But yesterday was the last one, and there was so much gasping, as you can imagine.
Oh, I'm sure.
Cliffhangers galore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's a good season, y'all.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Yay.
Yeah, we keep getting these snippets. Like, have you seen the first 8 minutes that HBO released?
Yeah, well, I saw the whole first episode now, too.
Oh, that's right. You said you got to see them all.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. The first 8 minutes. Holy crap.
What do you think about all that fairy business, huh?
Amazing.
I'm so glad that they showed that the whole, people kept calling it like a tampon commercial. That version of Fairy World. I'm really glad that that's not the real Fairy World.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the books, that's more accurate, what we saw once the veil was lifted. That's more along the lines of what the books were showing us. So
yeah.
Oh
yeah, the depths of the fairyland.
Yeah.
Pretty scary stuff, and not too pretty.
No, not too pretty. Nice veneer of. Have you tried to light fruits? They're really quite good. I love that shit. That's so funny to me.
That was funny.
You're going to learn a lot about fairies, a lot about witches, a lot about shapeshifters.
Good.
You just learn a lot about, you learn a lot about everybody's capabilities and,
So are you thinking we should sit there with like a notepad and take notes? Because there's going to be a quiz.
Well, actually, I'm going to be at Comic-Con this year walking
Yay!
around.
So are we.
Yeah? Yay! Yes. Well, then I'll meet you in real life.
Yay!
So I'm going, and I'm going to walk around, and I'm going to, I mean, nobody knows this yet. I haven't really told HBO, but I will tell them soon. I'm going to run contests.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't really know which ones yet, though, so if you have any ideas, tell me.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do some quiz stuff.
You should.
Speaking of quiz stuff, did you play that crazy game? That interactive on? Okay.
How amazing was that?
I cheated. But this is how bad. First of all, I became obsessed with it. Then I brought my laptop to a table reading and was like, someone has to help me. There's only so much I can Google.
That is so
I
cheating.
Sat there, I plugged into the plug behind, the writer's seat and was like, Alex Wu, come here.
Shame on you.
Yeah, he pulled an amazing one out. Okay, anybody who's listening and doesn't want to spoiler, then don't listen. But in the bar, behind the bartender, there's something amongst the bottles and it's a rabbit.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, rabbit, because at some point I was just like, this is ridiculous. So I started clicking every single inch of the page.
That's what
I was like, I'm good. I'm at 58. How can there be anything left to click on? So I find this rabbit. I was like, okay, I found a rabbit. What the hell is this? Where is this rabbit from? And Wu from the other end of the room says, that's Jason's. I looked at him like, I love you, Alex Wu. Thank you. And then he was like, I don't know how I know that. I cheated. I deeply cheated.
Well, we had some very kind person who listed out the time that each clue appeared.
Oh.
So we didn't have the answers, but we had the time so you could find them all. And oh my gosh, yeah, Liz and I lost an entire afternoon.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, that's less than me. I started in the morning and spent a good 2.5 hours, and then it was at some point it was like I gotta actually go to this table read, so I should probably go. And then I went, and then it was late because they were running late. So then I went back to my car and got my laptop and brought it back in and started cheating.
Okay,
and then found more, and then I went home and found the rest of them.
That's hilarious that you brought it to the table read.
I love it.
I can't get over that one.
Shameless. But I had to know.
That's an addiction.
I know, right?
I'm also completist. When I play video games, I have to do all the side missions. So this is totally something that applies to ticks off my weird genes. I must finish.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I must complete.
Yeah. I get that. My son had me stuck on Angry Birds this weekend. That's where I started my weekend.
I just posted this amazing T-Mobile commercial. Have you seen it with the Angry Birds? They did a live action Angry Birds.
No, really?
Yes. Go to my blog, my feed, myfulname.com, JaninaGavankar.com, and just scroll through them and look for live action Angry Birds or real life Angry Birds or something like that. It's so fun and totally worth watching. It will make you infinitely happy.
All right. I'm going to. Because my little nephew taught me. He's 4. He taught me how to play Angry Birds the other day. Because I just got an iPad, and this was the first time I'd seen anything, any Angry Birds.
Oh, good.
He's like, here, Aunt Sissy, let me show you. Boom, boom, boom. Like,
yeah, how about the fact that he's probably better at it than all of us?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that annoying?
All the levels. Yeah.
But it's interesting because, the children of the next generation will understand trajectory and physics better than we do because of Angry Birds.
Because Angry Birds.
Well, how it's educational.
Yeah. Where do you think Facebook and all that came from? The kids who beat all those video games when they were kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
True story. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Wow, we have gotten way off track. I was going to ask you
whatever.
Your hobbies and other interests, but I think now we know it's Angry Birds and games.
Yeah. I think you know.
I pulled up your site just now, and I'm looking, and man, you post, girl.
Yeah, I post.
You're all over that.
I was the first actor to tweet. Maybe first entertainer. I don't really know.
Really?
But, yeah.
In the history of
tweeting since 2006.
Wow.
Oh. Man, I just got on Twitter a year ago.
Yeah. Welcome to the real world. No, the new world. Just welcome.
21st century.
The dark side.
Welcome to the dark side. Well, I started doing it because my life moves so quickly, and I don't remember anything, but I want to. So I started really doing it as a micro diary, more for me than anybody. And then if, people want to join in, then cool. I've never really done it because I'm trying to get followers or anything like that. I don't really believe in all of that, Because then those people don't care. They don't actually care. If you are with me, then you're with me, and then cool. We're in this journey together.
Yeah.
Well, we just followed you on Twitter, so.
Oh, well, welcome to my little weird stream of consciousness.
This should be fun.
Yeah. But yesterday's post with the photo of I know that was evil, but I had to share.
Yeah, you couldn't have had the binder open?
No.
So mean. She posted a photo of 2 scripts, binders of her scripts from True Blood.
Yeah, all the rainbow pages.
Yeah, but they're shut, so we can't see anything.
Sorry.
That's okay. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
Yay, well then I guess I'll see you guys at Comic-Con then.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll be looking for you.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll be running around.
Yeah, let us know if you organize, something, like if you go there with a plan.
I'm sure at some point I'll take some time to plan something.
Yeah.
But if anybody who's listening has some ideas on contests or, cool ideas of things to do, Facebook me, send me ideas, tweet at me, whatever, because I'm listening,
Okay.
All right.
Gosh, it was so fun talking to you.
It was nice talking to you guys, too.
I cannot wait to see you on screen.
Yay, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I'll see you in a month and a half.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't
We're
wait.
looking for you. You won't be able to miss us.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks, Janina.
So that's Janina, and as you heard in the interview, I went all fangirly. I'm so excited that she's playing Luna. She only has eyes for Sam. Love that. We just, we were only supposed to be on the phone with her for 15 minutes, and I think it ended up being about 45, because we just had a lot to talk about.
Yeah. She's a hoot. And she's on Facebook and Twitter, and she's always Facebooking and tweeting.
Oh, yeah. You guys got to follow her. You got to check her out.
So
we're going to move on into spoilers now. We're at the verge, folks. If you don't want to know anything about this season, if you are staying spoiler-free, kudos to you. You're stronger than we are. And you only have a few days left to go. Turn us off, and we'll see you next time. If you are looking for all the scoop you can get on Season 4, we have a few things for you. First, I just wanted to mention that, we didn't ask Janina how many episodes she was going to be on the show this season. But if you caught, when we asked her about other projects that she's working on, and she said she was getting ready to go work on a movie that she would be flying back and forth between that and the final episode of the season. And she was in the table read for the season finale. And she's like, cliffhangers galore, gasping all over the place. Then we know she's in the first episode. So it looks like she's in there for the long haul.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm excited for Sam.
Yeah, it's about time.
I know. He's got one that's going to stick around. So, yeah, a little scoop on that. And, we're looking forward to seeing her.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Well, on to official spoilers. Sandra G. at EW is on vacation, but she did leave us with some interesting True Blood scooplets to ponder as we head into this final week before the premiere. This first question comes from CK, who says, I'm a huge True Blood fan, and I know this season is primarily about Sookie and Eric, but this Bill fan wants to know if the former couple will have any decent scenes together as well. Will Bill be pursuing Sookie, or is he too busy with his new power position? And Sandra says, I know you've seen the first 8 minutes, but the next 8 will definitely answer your question about whether Bill cares or not. That said, Bill's storyline is sometimes very twisted, but mostly just full of twists. Which I thought was an interesting way to say it.
Yeah. That doesn't mean that HBO is going to release those next 8 minutes.
No, she's talking about, she's already seen the first 3 episodes. So we've seen the first 8 minutes, and then she's saying it's the 8 minutes after that we get our answer.
So don't ask us, where is it? Are you going to post it? No, they're probably not going to release it. We just have to wait like the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
So, or we'll send Janina after you with a lot of death. I just love the way she said that. I can't remember.
Victory or death.
Oh, I loved it. Well, Shaden says, I'm going to be selfish here I'm going to be selfish here by not asking for couples news. All I want is Eric. If not Eric, Alcide will do. Have your pick. Thanks. Alcide. That's kind of a bad rap for the guy.
No, he's being paired with Eric.
Well, that's true.
Hey,
but Alcide will do.
And Eric.
Yeah, good dreams tonight. Woohoo! Well, she says Eric is constantly underestimated, and he'll prove that in the first episode when he comes into possession of something extremely valuable. Also, episode 2 has some pretty great Eric moments, especially the last scene. And that's the second time we've heard that. Maybe third.
Yeah, so we're guessing that that's when he gets stricken with amnesia.
He has something
Valuable.
That's valuable.
Now, speculation is that he buys Suki's house. Because otherwise, how can he come inside? Because we've seen photos of him inside. But she's driving down the road and sees him after he's lost his memory, so she may invite him in. And someone else brought up that the Stackhouse home has been in the family for decades, so it's likely paid off, so why would he buy it? I don't know.
Yeah,
It is awfully cleaned up and fixed up in the stills we've seen, though.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying that he had that done for her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Awfully romantic.
It would be, but I'm reserving. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what happened, but we'll see. We'll find out.
Yeah. Well, then Gloria says, let's get some scoop on Jason, please. Bill, Suki, Eric, love them all, but haven't heard a thing about Jason. Good on you, Gloria. Sandra says, Ryan Quanten has talked about some dark and disturbing scenes that are in Jason's future, and he was right on point. One scene in episode 2 might even require eye covering if you're squeamish. Great. Awesome. Thanks for the warning.
Well, hey, you made it through Game of Thrones.
Barely, but yeah.
How bad could it get?
I think that this is the thing that we were talking about a few months ago, that we said, if it's handled correctly, okay. But if it's just purely gratuitous man-on-panther action, forget it.
Yeah. I'm scared. Mm-hmm. I'm scared now.
Thank goodness episode 2 is going to be available the next day on HBO Go.
I know. I think I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to do it. I know I'm not going to be able to wait.
Well, Ozziello is teasing that a True Blood character who has heretofore been straight will be involved in a same-sex romance this season. While he isn't naming names, anyone who's been reading the spoilers and casting calls ought to be able to figure this one out pretty easily. I think we've kind of alluded to it in past podcasts as well.
Yeah, I think so. I'm sad that my terrorist speculation of her being in the military is not correct, but oh well. That would have been cool, but this will probably be cool.
It would have been. I think I might have liked that too.
Mm-hmm. But it'll be nice to see her happy, even if it's just for an episode or two.
Yeah.
In last week's Ask Ozziello column, we get some more scoop on Alcide, including the fact that we're not going to see him until episode 403. I mean, what's that about?
I don't know.
Dude. Well, Allison asks, thanks for all the True Blood scoop in AA last week, but what about Alcide? Got anything on our favorite werebeast? And Ozziello says he doesn't actually show up until episode 3, airing July 10th, when Suki drops by his new suburban crib to ask a favor of him. She quickly discovers that his change of address is but one of 2 major surprises the Big Lug has in store for her. What do you think surprise 2 is? Debbie Pelt?
Yeah. No, I don't think it's Debbie Pelt, because now I may have forgotten, but doesn't he know? Maybe he doesn't know that how she reacted to Suki.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's just going to show up,
Well, what if he's harboring her? Because remember, she ran away.
She did.
Maybe she came back and he's got her, he's just giving her room and board or something.
That means they made up real quick.
Yeah, well, maybe.
I don't know, she was pretty tough. I don't know. She was pretty tough and she was pretty angry and she had a lot of baggage. So we'll see. We'll see. E! Online had some pretty good Truby spoilers for change, giving us some scoop on what some of the supernaturals not named Eric are up to this season. Yes, because it's not the Eric show. Kaya says, I'll have some True Blood, please. So will we, Kaya. Thank you very much. Michelle Forbes' evil Mynad Marianne is coming back to Bon Temps. Whoa, what? Hello. Sort of. A set spy tells us that there is a statue of Marianne in the back room of the Moon Goddess's magic shop that features heavily in this season's witch storyline. Interesting? I'm thinking.
You know, in that interview with Alan Ball that was in the New York Times, or no, the one that with Televisionary with Jace in the Daily Beast, there's a mention of the fact that his reference books for the Cult of Dionysus are still on his desk from season 2. And in those 8 minutes when we're up in Fairyland, we also saw that, you know, the black oozing stuff.
Yeah.
That was an awful lot like what was going on with Marianne, you know, the black oozing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting suspicious.
Oh. Wow, what if the witches are doing something to the fairy world?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's an awful lot of connections here.
Yeah.
But it could just be the way that True Blood decides to portray certain things. I didn't think anything of it until that mention came up of the statue.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm wondering.
So I wonder if that's going to be pointed out directly or if that's just going to be like sort of like an Easter egg that we have to look for.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Like everything else. So USA Kid 6977 says, it's my birthday and I want some weed, Cypress, True Blood scoop, please. Oh, 6977, June 9th, 77.
Oh.
Pretty slick there. Sandra says, happy birthday. Well, would it be too obvious to say that a vampire has a dark secret? We don't want to give too much away too early, but True Blood Season 4 depicts Vampire Bill doing a vigilante thing that's pretty hardcore, as vampire vigilante things so often are.
Speculation there or no?
I don't know. Bill, hardcore. I'm just thinking there's going to be some swooning over that.
Me, for one. I'm a unigusher.
Yeah, why not? It's a man buffet.
I will take them all. Well, Santa 075, I think it's Santa or it's S. Anna. She says, got any spoilers for True Blood that does not include Eric and Sookie? Maybe something about Bill and Sookie? I like all the Bill love going on today. Okay, this is definitely not about Eric and Sookie, but it's not about Bill either. Can we interest you in a hunky, often shirtless werewolf?
Yes, you can.
Joe Manganiello. Yes, indeed. Yes, please. Thank you. Joe Manganiello tells us all about the new wolf pack in town and that the fur is definitely going to fly. Wherever wolves go, Joe says, wherever werewolves go, they never get along. So you're going to see a lot of fighting, he tells us. My character has moved since last season, which we all just heard about that. He was living in Jackson until all the bad stuff went down, and he moves very close to Sookie, which we just said. But, you know, I'm thinking a bunch of werewolves all vying for alpha position. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fighting going on.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The fur's going to fly.
And he said earlier that he doesn't like werewolves or vampires.
Yeah.
So it sounds like he's trying to just take himself out of whatever political thing is going on with him.
Oh, yeah, that could be, too. I don't know. And then he'll find himself right in the thick of it.
Yep, smack dab.
Yeah. All right, Alcide. Just don't make the funny noise around Sookie. You know how she feels about that.
Oh.
You know, that growly thing that you do.
What are you doing?
Now, there was a new clip that just went up, a new preview that showed if you watch closely, it gives them a little bit more of what's to come this season. So that scene that we saw where Suki's telling him, stop making that noise. He's actually, I think it looks to me like he's just coming out of a transformation.
Mm-hmm. I think he is. Did I post this? Shoot. I think I posted the magazine scans from Us Weekly, where there's a really lovely 1.5-page spread of that scene, and it sure does look like that's what's going on.
Yes, and there was something else going on too that I don't know if there's a shot of Suki with something blurry that just kind of seems to evaporate. Now, I have my suspicions. I think I know what that is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's been a big question over the end of the last 8 minutes that they showed that HBO previewed. A big question about Earl, and he took that leap into the portal with Suki after being told that there would be after it was implied that there would be some effects because he actually ate the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that scene, I don't think he's going to make it. I'm thinking he actually it looks to me like he just evaporates because she's kneeling there beside him in the same outfit that she wore in Fairland. And that's what it looks like to me, but I could be wrong. It could be she got a visit from Claudine explaining everything, or maybe Claude. I don't know.
Well, but Alcide doesn't appear until the 3rd episode.
Mm-hmm.
So...
No, I didn't. No, this was. I changed
course. Oh! You're talking about in this preview. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So sorry, I switched tracks. I jumped tracks.
I've been sick. That's what I'm gonna go with. My brain's not running at optimum speed.
I know. I'm sorry. It's my fault. Not that you were sick, but that you can't keep up with me.
We do have some late-breaking spoilers from E! Online. It just came out while we were recording. Pencil Neck says True Blood. Short and sweet. And they say it's probably nothing, but producers are casting for a body double for a character we love for the season finale. This character is in perpetual danger because he/she is such a fan favorite, and he/she has almost been offed before. So we're a smidge panicky that bad things may finally come to pass for this person. Eek. This character is in perpetual danger because they are such a fan favorite? What the heck does that mean?
I don't... Because
you're in danger because you're a fan favorite?
I don't... Yeah, what does that mean?
That doesn't make sense.
Don't be a fan favorite or you get killed off the show.
And a body double, I mean, they use those for nude scenes, so I don't understand how that's a big deal.
I don't
Whatever.
Either.
And then,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't read too much into that one, you guys.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, wait, you know what? I think I know what that is. Maybe. Maybe not. I got to do a little research.
Okay.
Sorry.
To be continued on the next podcast.
Maybe, depending on what I find. And if I remember. Lucy Pevensey asks, you've got to tell us more about the Bill Vigilante thing you were saying about True Blood last week. And the response is, Bill installs a torture chamber in his house this season. Excuse me?
What?
Kinky sex, perhaps? Or more likely, he's hunting down his enemies and putting them on the rack for his own quasi-diabolical purposes. Holy crap! Bill. Holy crap.
Wow.
Boy, they're going to have to walk a fine line with that one for the Bill lovers, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
That's I don't want to see him go like Russell Edgington crazy psycho.
I know. I mean,
there's a place where vigilanteism is appropriate, I guess. I mean, we're talking fiction here, and vampires and blah blah blah. They have their own law. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see how this is done because I'm not so sure about this.
I'm not sure either, but when you put together what we've been told so far, that he's working pretty closely with Nan, and it's apparently the two of them are trying to right the vampire world in the eyes of the human world. It maybe that's for these vampires that are going around, the Russell Edgington followers that are going around causing trouble. So, Bill is kind of, I don't know.
Unofficially cleaning up the messes.
Yeah, I mean, he said he would in the one preview that we got.
And there's a precedent for that from last season when Nan basically had someone go off the books to take care of Russell.
Yeah.
So had Eric do that. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm thinking. I want to know. Well, obviously it's not going to be most of the season because Eric's mind is going to be gone for a while on vacation. But before that happens, I wonder if there's going to be any more confrontation between him and Bill because of what happened last season.
Yes, I think, well, I don't know about confrontation, but we do see them in the room together talking in a couple of those promotional stills.
Yes, but I wonder if something happens before that.
I don't know.
Because they can't be that comfortable with each other yet.
They've had a throwdown.
Bill tried to have him permanently cementified.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking Eric's going to be just a little ticked off.
Just a smidge.
Yeah, not going to be too happy.
No.
So, anyway.
All right. Well, that's it. That's the last of our late breaking news right there.
Yep. And very cool too. All will be revealed beginning Sunday night. I can't wait.
I know. Be sure to join us for the live chat.
Yep, we'll be there having fun. And don't forget to sign up for TB Bloodlines to get your weekly call from who knows whom.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other goodies that HBO has set up. They've still got the HBO Connect. Definitely get connected so that you can be online with other Truies watching together, unified in a glorious, bloody world. And with that, we'll conclude. We want to thank you all for joining us. Our show is written and produced by Mel and myself. Music is courtesy of Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. This podcast is copyright True-Blood.net. All rights are reserved. True-Blood.net is not, did I say not net? True-Blood.net is not affiliated with HBO or the cast and crew of True Blood. Be sure to bookmark us and watch for next week's podcast where we discuss the first episode. Actually, we're going to record early so we can get that out to you sooner. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
We also want to thank our editor, Hunter, for doing such a fine job with our podcasts. And don't forget that you can subscribe to True Blood Radio at iTunes by searching for True-Blood.net radio. As always, don't forget to send in your questions or comments to webmaster@True-Blood.net. And be sure to stop by and enter the contest for that incredible True Blood Beverage prize pack that's going on until June 30th. And we hope to see you in the live chat.
Bye-bye, Truies.
Bye.